my brain said, you'll get them right back over sensitive, defenseless. I made
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson with colleagues Shaq and Ken Smith. Tonight we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Orlando.
The Magic are out of hand with. Thank you, D.A. And Millsap is as crafty as it gets on defense. One of the most underrated players in the game.
It's so fascinating to look back on Thunder history because three current players who are dominating the league were together on the Oklahoma City Thunder: Harden, Durant, and Westbrook. In retrospect, the talent level on that team was unreal.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. They've got Trevor Ariza. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Kyle Korver. And it's Westbrook in at the one. Davis with the bucket.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Now here's Jordan. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And Baines pulls it down. And going back to the Thunder teams with the big three of Harden, Durant, and Westbrook, endures some bad luck with the Thunder during those seasons.
Well, first and foremost, they ran into a great Miami team in the NBA Finals. Then after Harden left, injuries to both Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook hampered their opportunities. Still, you think back, and if you're an Oklahoma City fan, you can marvel at the collection of talent you once had.
Here's Dragic. Jordan with the rebound.
Yeah, coming off that screen, wide open, just can't convert.
Well, I think, Greg, that's exactly what you want. The screen was solid. The execution just fell a little bit short on the shot.
Now here's Millsap. His last outing, he had 8 points. Shot clock at 6. Dragic against Westbrook. Another miss by Westbrook.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And Batum kicks to Davis. Now Korver. And it's Ariza in the corner. To the paint, Millsap, and Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Here's Ingram, following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Now here's Ingram. D right on him, and the layup falls. I didn't know this. You grew up the youngest of 8 children. In what way, if any, did that help you develop the competitive edge you've been known for throughout your terrific career?
You know, I had 4 older brothers, and we played sports my entire life. I picked up the game of basketball at 7, and if you didn't have a little toughness with 4 brothers trying to compete against them, you were going to be in some trouble. So this game has been absolutely great to me.
And I'm sure you remember the first time you picked up a basketball and dribbled a basketball.
No question about it, Kevin. 7 years old, running through some hedges like I was coming out of a locker room with the special.
A guy who converts well at the rim, you like to see the aggression there.
Really doesn't get any easier than that. The defense didn't look too interested in stopping him.
Westbrook against Dragic. Westbrook passes to Korver. Back to Westbrook. Kicks it out to Ariza, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook.
Well, just loses his head for a moment. That's not overthinking. That's just not thinking.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Davis sets a screen. There's a good screen. And that one's good. Ingram.
Gotta see Ingram get going down low. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
Left side Ariza launches it. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Now here's Batum. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. No good from Dragic. It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And a chance now to hear from Paul Millsap talking about the confidence of his team.
You know, attitude approaching the game.
Greg, it's got to be more than just attitude, right? I mean, ultimately, don't you have to have guys step up and produce in some cases or even overproduce?
You do, but really it is about attitude and confidence. I mean, those are the two elements that if you bring to the table, you really will have a chance to beat anyone. And so don't discount that attitude when you're on a roll. They call it getting your swag on today. Back in the day, it was called having your mojo working. Right. So same thing, and you can ride that for quite a way.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
I mean, they're winning the turnover battle, and oftentimes that can swing things your way.
Well, you really like the activity on the defensive end. Outstanding jumping into passing lanes and coming up with steals.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for Oklahoma City right now, Dragic is out there with Batum. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then it's Aaron Baines. And it's Ingram in at the small forward.
You know, you see Russell Westbrook now, and you just assume he's going to put up a triple-double. I don't think we thought we'd ever see somebody average that for an entire season. But what an incredible accomplishment last year, and turned the NBA upside down with that feat.
Korver dishes to Millsap. And Davis sends it back. Here's Ingram. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Love how Ingram toys with the opposition, drawing contact very easily on these kinds of attempts.
And Westbrook with an incredible year in the triple-double average. He also broke Oscar Robertson's record for most triple-doubles in a single season. Doris, wonderful ceremony with the two of them on the last day of last season.
What's incredible to me is Westbrook is already fourth on the all-time triple-double list. Think about it. He's in his prime, and he could pass names like the Big O, Magic Johnson, and Jason Kidd. This is truly extraordinary.
Ariza with the buckets.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
Westbrook against Dragic. There's the pick. Feeds it to Ingram. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Millsap's got 3 rebounds now in this one. To the middle. It's tipped. Inside. Here's Jordan. Millsap controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
There's 1:47 left now here in the second. Here's Dragic. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
You know, the assist has to go to the screen on that play. Gave him all the room he needed to rise and fire.
Westbrook kicks to Jordan. Now here's Ariza. He's tightly guarded.
Boy, too much traffic in the lane. Very difficult finish with the defense draped all over him.
Dragic against Korver. Outside Dragic. 5 on the clock. Davis sets a screen. Puts it up for Davis. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for Oklahoma City.
And no doubt they relied upon that three-point shot to provide a big chunk of their scoring. That's been a trend in the modern NBA, and they took that philosophy and ran with it.
Now here's Ingram. Following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Over in the corner, Batum lets it go from deep. They get a hand on it. Orlando leading. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And that one's good. Millsap.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Batum passes to Davis. Kicks to Baines. Davis sets a screen. Dragic with a wide open look. It's good. This game is all even. Dragic has got 5 points in the quarter. Orlando, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Batum against Korver. The dish to Ariza. Beyond the arc. No good. Shot missing. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. It's time now to go. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
And now, the 2K Sports
And we hope you
halftime
enjoyed
show.
the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson, a competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output from both teams. That'll do it for now.
An aerial view of downtown as we return you to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, with the Great Plains stretching off in the distance. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break. And so in the game for the Magic, we've got Paul Millsap, Russell Westbrook out there with Kyle Korver. Then it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Jordan in at the 5, roaming the paint. Davis sets a screen. Dragic kicks to Batum. Lock at 6. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Magic shooting from the field, 44%, not bad.
And when you talk about just a natural basketball player, I think you got to envision a guy like Paul Millsap. He just does it all. He's got the skill level and versatility at that power forward position. And in this league today, you have to be able to impact the game the way he does.
Millsap sets the pick for Westbrook. Ariza outside. Passes it to Millsap. And Davis sends it back. Now here's Ingram. Ariza covering. Puts it up from 12. Here's Davis. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. And the Thunder lead by 4.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Jordan dishes to Westbrook. Back to Jordan. Thunder with the rebound, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Guys, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure it out, though. If you're going to shoot in the low 30s, you're going to end up losing a lot of games.
Yeah, rough outing for their offense. You saw a spark here and there, but their main scorers just couldn't stay hot.
Dragic against Westbrook. Pulls it up. Baines passes to Batum. The feed now to Davis. To the middle. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
You love that they're making their presence felt on the defensive end. You can't afford to be careless with this team.
Ingram kicks to Dragic. Davis sets a screen. Batum dishes to Davis. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Davis has got 4 points this quarter. As a former point guard at Providence Doris in college basketball, you had to initialize plenty of different plays, work within different styles and schemes. Is there a particular offensive scheme that you prefer beyond others?
You know, when I was a kid, believe it or not, though I'm an East Coast kid, during the Lakers and Celtics era, I was actually a Showtime fan. I love the fast pace, their ability to get in transition, the spectacular James Worthy being fed so perfectly by the incomparable Magic Johnson. I am much more a pace and space fan than I am a grinded out player. You know, I'm a Knicks fan by heart, and though I love the success they had in the 90s, I would say that the style of play today is much more appealing to me.
It is. It's so attractive to watch movement and fluid basketball. on sets that run with precision. It's great to watch.
Poetry in motion.
Yes, well said. Millsap misses.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Batum wide open, he fired. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
You know, despite his struggle shooting, they've been successful tonight. He's just not gotten on track.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
And slow things up here with a chance to get the last shot of the quarter.
Exactly right. That's what you'd like to see. Hopefully they play the clock to perfection here.
Davis setting the pick for Ingram. Goes up at the stripe. And that one comes up a bit short.
Well, can't find the target, but good work to get into open space inside the arc.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been very effective in locking down Russell Westbrook. And we'll be back with you shortly. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Keep guarding now. We're doing a much better job.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. The Magic trail by 6. They've got Batum. Ingram is out there with Davis. Then there's Dragic. And it's Baines in at the 5 down low. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. It's Westbrook with the drive. Shoots over Dragic. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Baines has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Batum passes to Dragic. Davis with a screen on Westbrook. Three-pointer. Millsap grabs the miss. Millsap's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Westbrook kicks to Korver. Ariza outside. 6 to shoot. The kick out to Westbrook. But they get it back. Jordan dishes to Westbrook. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Korver kicks to Westbrook. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in. Westbrook's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Orlando.
Now, the determination of Russell Westbrook is really quite remarkable. He will go right at the defense.
Davis sets a screen. Dragic kicks to Ingram. They set the pick. Off the left rim and out.
Boy, just enough defensive attention to throw that shot off target.
Westbrook passes to Millsap. Korver dishes to Ariza. Westbrook against Dragic. That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Russell Westbrook.
I like to watch Russell Westbrook mix it up inside. This guy can jump shoot, drive it, or if you give him a close window, he'll finish that as well.
And Batum kicks to Dragic. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Davis sets a screen. Off the pick. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Orlando, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Here's Ingram. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 4.
And you want Ingram to take over in these situations, and he does just that when his name is called.
Korver kicks to Westbrook. The shot will not fall. Dragic with some nice D. On the wing, Batum. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Dragic from outside. Sinks the three-pointer. And it's a 7-point Oklahoma City lead.
Well, he works to find the open space behind the arc, and it pays off with the 3. Nice.
Korver, no luck.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Batum passes to Davis. Back to Batum. Here's Baines, guarded by Jordan. Outside Dragic. Misses off the right iron. There's 31 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Elbow shot. Nails it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
This guy is clutch. He's money. The game's in the balance. Russell Westbrook says it's my turn.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They trail by 6. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
And I'm not sure the two-point bucket does much here. I think they got to go for 3.
Unless it's an and one, a two-pointer makes no sense. Unfortunately for them, the defense knows this too.
.23 seconds left in the game. Westbrook with a wide open look. It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
I love how Westbrook rises and fires immediately. Ball touches his hands and it's gone before you can blink.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Never a doubt on those free throws, and their lead is even more secure.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're trailing by 6. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And I'm not sure the two-point bucket does much here. I think they got to go for 3.
Unless it's an and one, a two-pointer makes no sense. Unfortunately for them, the defense knows this too.
And an intentional foul right there.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. He feeds it to Anderson. Here's Kennard. Once again off the mark, Orlando. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way that...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up.
So I could get my mind off these. While they still alive, I don't know. Go figure me.